I'm live. Y'all, I almost didn't do this again. I was in Albert. I feel like don't need to explain who Albert is. I feel like anybody in my stream will probably know who Albert is. But Albert is live right now, and I was having fun in his stream, and I was like, I don't want to leave, but I need to do this. I feel like I owe you guys. I've been wanting to do this forever, and I don't even know like what the volume is going to be like if you guys can hear me. Like everything that could go wrong was going wrong. My earbuds wasn't working. And nobody's here right now, so it's good. But I'm gonna start anyway because I feel like this is mostly gonna be a value for like replay for people who have been making comments who maybe wonder like why you ain't responding to my comments, and so I can finally do that because I may or may not be sober right now, so I should start with that. But I don't want anyone to think. All right, so I love the drama, right? On these soap operas, I love the drama. The messier, the better. The more toxic, the better. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I crave it. But in my real life, I'm a dork. And I'm a pacifist. I sign off with Live Long and Prosper because I'm a fucking Vulcan, y'all. I like calm things. And I just don't want anyone to think, because I know there are other people who do comment videos, other people who do live streams, everybody who does everything that I'm coming into, right? Because I've only been doing this a couple of months. Nothing that I'm doing is new, right? There were people who came before me and people who came before them, and I just don't want anyone to think that like I am trying to be like someone else or take someone's idea. I'm trying very much to like carve out my own little space and just be myself. And so I hope that comes across. Hey, lack of us. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming in. I hadn't really started yet. I was just mumbling to myself. But I'm just gonna go through and read all the comments from like the past 2 weeks that I have not gotten to. And I already have it set up. I have to go video by video because it would have been a more efficient way to do this if I would have like screenshotted them ahead of time and had them set up, but I don't have this time. So I was like, I just went back to the furthest video. Hey guys. And that's me. Let me stop. Oh, thank you, Lack of Us. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Appreciate it or whatever have you. I appreciate what you said. Thank you. I'm trying to even remember my General Hospital review. I'm trying to think what even happened today. Oh, God. So annoying. In many different ways. I don't even know if I like actually enjoyed any part of it. Jordan pushing Isaiah away, Sonny and Carly, Emma and Josh, Natalia. It was just a mess. I look forward to having consistent writing. All right, so the first video that I didn't respond to comments for was back on April 4th, and it was for General Hospital. Hi, Boom. Sorry I didn't see you. Lack of Us says Anna, Sasha, and Natalia got on my last nerves. Facts. They pretty much always get on my nerves. Sasha, I like Sasha, but she's tripping lately. All right, let's see. All right, so the first comment I have is from Wink Wink. And again, this was 2 weeks ago. And this was a General Hospital video. She said the window joke has me rolling. Oh, thank you for that. That's when I was out of town supporting my daughter at her competition. And I did this whole thing where I was in front of the window that I'm scared that I might fall out of the hotel window like Christina did. Thank you for appreciating me being corny. Then we have Harley Honey says, hey, it's me, Jules. I'm the one that lives in the middle of nowhere and has no one to talk to about General Hospital. I promise my comments aren't well thought out. I'm just so obsessed with the show. Okay, I think that's in response to a comment I made where I think Harley Honey talked about Sidwell replacing Sonny, and this being like she laid out all these different points why that could be the story. But it is well thought out. Just it can be quick and still be thought out because you're our fan of the show, and so you know the details already. You know what? I'm gonna love these comments as I go. All right, Bowberry Sherry said, eating off the floor got me too, girl. A public floor at that. That is Josh and Vaughn eating them croissants off the floor, and then afterward, people tried to act like they wasn't eating them off the floor. They got new croissants. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. If they did, they edited that shit out. They showed us that they was eating them same dry ass, dirty ass croissants. So thank you for agreeing with me. Then we have Michelle Jones said, these writers clearly don't know what to do with Jason. When he's not babysitting Sonny, he's being a lap dog for Anna, Sasha, and Carly on rotation. And Lucky being perfectly okay with what Christina did originally and only getting mad because his girlfriend was hurt is insane. Jason, Lucky, and Lulu's returns have been a disaster in my opinion. Also, it's hilarious that there's no mention of the Cyrus case whatsoever. I love GH, but they need to work on their continuity. I can't snap with this hand. I snap better with this hand. This hand is holding my iPad where I'm getting the comments from. But Michelle, I agree. Excuse me. I agree with everything you said. GH does need to work on their continuity. And I talk about this in pretty much every review I do. I don't understand what their writing timeline is. Delta Dan, I see you. I'm sure you do. I know. Thank you for being here. This video, I'm just responding to comments on my soap opera videos from like the past 2 weeks that I have neglected, and I feel so bad about it. And I take pride in responding to every comment, and so I'm doing that today. Carved out a special video to do that. But thank you for being here, regardless. I'm sure you will come and go. We got to talk about. Thank you for saying hi. We need to talk about Dope Thief at some point. I feel like what I predicted is part where they're going with the ending. We got one more episode. So after next week, we got to talk. All right, let me pause here. Lackoba says, speaking on continuity, what happened about the John Cates investigation, or did you miss it? No, you ain't miss it. If you missed it, I missed it. If you missed it, the whole police department missed it. No. Delta Dan says, I was right. Delta Dan, that's like my favorite sentence in the whole world. So thank you for that. I will may come back to this and screenshot it later for my ego. I don't know why, but I may do that. Yeah, I just couldn't see any other way the story was going. Like I was trying, I'm a writer, so I try to like envision what different paths the writers could take, and I just couldn't see anything else that would make sense. But we'll find out for sure this week. Friday? All right, where was I? Harley Honey says Cyrus was so great. They really wrote him into a corner. He was the perfect ever adversary for Sonny on the docks. He should have been the one that moved to Windermere. I agree with that, Harley Honey. For what they're doing with Sidwell now, that should have been Cyrus. I respected Cyrus as a villain. I even liked him when he pulled out his Bible. Like, that was funny to me. I would respect him more and be more fearful of Cyrus being in control than the Sidwell character. I have, Loretta McLean said, I think Vaughn took the pastries back to the counter. He brought back a fresh one and mentioned that they had one left. I saw people saying that. I will not argue with you ever. But that's not the way I interpreted the scene. Loretta also said it was Rick's car. Ava lied to get the info from the mechanic. Rick had parked in Ava's spot. Yes. That is correct. I think my question was in this video was how did Ava get the info from the mechanic? Like she was talking about suing when it wasn't her car. But yeah, she was lying. And Amber was here. Amber said, hey. Right, that's one video down. Next video is Beyond the Gates. Also from April 4th. Just one comment here from Wink Wink. Shout out to Wink Wink. I think she's in Albert's chat right now. But she said, love you. Good night. I'm saying good night to my daughter, y'all. I will plug up your phone when I finish. You're welcome. Love you. Sorry if I'm too loud. Thank you. All right. Wink Wink about Bill. Beyond the Gates on April 4th said Bill keeps a lot from Haley. And I know it's all things not his fault that she should know, like Danny kissing him. His hand going numb. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't respect her as his wife to tell her these things. Also, I thought about Cat Lady, too, when Haley made that comment to Derek. Yeah, there was a scene where they were in the diner, and Haley was there, and Derek came in, and Haley told him, thank you on behalf of Cat Ladies everywhere. And I think we all collectively thought about Cat Lady, a.k.a. Catwoman. I'm glad we were on the same page, Wink Wink. All right, I'm going to go to the next video, and I see Lacobus comment and says, "How come the police didn't investigate Rick's accident for bad writing, bad fucking writing? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like even the fact that we posed the question, there should have been something." But then they did have that scene where Dante was, I guess, questioning Rick, but nothing ever came of it. I think that scene was only for that, so that Christina could ask Dante in the hallway while the police were investigating an accident. Like they take us, these writers, producers, whoever the powers that be, take us for granted at General Hospital. Oh, I responded to this comment, this video, so let me skip that one. All right, let's see if I responded to this one. All right, so this video, the next video is Beyond the Gates on April 7th. And Michelle Jones is the only comment. And she said, I agree, Dana/Leslie does look amazing. That was when she had on that black. She was looking good in that black. It wasn't like leather, but it was like not cotton either. But she looked really good in that color. I was feeling bad for her because of what Ted did, which was so awful. But then she turns around and does whatever she did to innocent Laura. It's such a mess. And poor Eva. I hope she doesn't get blamed for any of this. You know she gonna get blamed for that, Michelle. She is definitely gonna get blamed for it. But she gonna get some inheritance at the end of the day. So it will work out for Eva in the long run. Leslie, I don't know. But yeah, that day she was looking nice in that black was the same day she went and injected that potassium in Laura. I'm gonna sip my drink. That is not just orange juice. Forgive me. Lacobus says Leslie is a toned down Heather Weber. You know what? She does make me think of Heather Weber too. And like the crazy ones are always the most fun. I was just saying, this is my Beyond the Gates video today, that I don't know what's going to happen at the end of Leslie's storyline when all the shit hit the fan and we find out she kidnapped Eva, and that's Nicole and Ted's baby. But I don't want her to disappear forever because she's too much fun. Just like Heather was too much fun. But Heather had to come and go. You know, Heather pop up when people have a baby so she can take it. Delta Dan said, I still agree with you with working with the cop chick or witness protection, but he's not going to snitch on Asian dude unless he doesn't something or it comes down to his mom. Yeah. I can see that. Because he does, and what's Ray, I couldn't remember his name at first. Ray, he has a sense of loyalty about him. And I do think his mom is the most important thing to him. I just wish that, like, I could have been around before the show started. Like, if we could have got, like, a prequel episode. Because I can't understand why they thought this shit was going to work out, like, long term. What their plan was going to be. To always, like, be the DEA. It's silly. But it worked for him for a while. Until it didn't. All right, the next comments are from General Hospital's review on April the 4th. And the first one is from Michelle Jones. She said, I know what you mean about Dante. That's why I hate this horrible rewrite. Unfortunately, I can't feel sorry for Lulu because I'm sick of her and her ranting and raving in every single scene she's in. Preach. Sam and Dex are dead. Oh. And not only is she still alive, but she's been reunited with Charlotte, and Valentine is out of the picture now. Yeah. I wish she quit obsessing over her grieving ex and start rebuilding her own life. As for Lucky and Christina, OMG, I'm getting whiplash from those two, right? I didn't even bother with the Q house scenes today. I love Elizabeth's hair tied up like that. It looks so cute. I hope she gets some scene with her sons, at least Aiden. Yeah, I'll start with Elizabeth having scenes with her son, Aiden. Yeah, I wish that we could bring back her other sons, or at least like mention Jake and Cameron since she got hurt. Like, could they pop up for an episode or something? I feel like they could bring like Jake too. I miss Jake, but especially Cameron, because Cameron can sing. And while we have Cameron, they could have been filming those scenes with Cameron visiting his mom, but also performing for the nurses' ball. So I don't know why we wouldn't try to tap into that unless the actor is busy. I know he has a lot on his plate. Yeah, and I agree with what you say about Lucky and Christina. That shit was, it was whiplashes. And Lulu should be happy. She got everything she ever wanted. She's alive, like you said. And she literally has everything she wanted. But it's all about secrets from Dante. And she really shouldn't give a fuck about Dante now. Finding out that he been lying to her this whole time. It's hard for me because I like Dante. All right, next up is Beyond the Gates on April 8th. No comments. Okay. So, nope, that's, what is that weird comment? Nope. So, all right, the next one is General Hospital, April 9th. And the first comment is from Harley Honey. Said, when I heard Brooklyn say that to Lois, I said, oh, Nikisha's going to be so happy. So that was the scene when Brooklyn realized she was wrong and said, you needed your mom just like I needed my mom. The same shit I've been saying for like weeks. Yes, I was so happy. I was squealing in my living room. Like, it's about time. It's about time, Brooklyn. And Amber was here. Amber said, hey. Hey, Amber. Amber always says hello. And Harley Honey also said, I don't think you should stress yourself out worrying about comments now that you're working. Maybe you could just screenshot them for yourself and just mention your thoughts about them like you do in your next video to save yourself time. I hope your job is going well. I watch Albert and Cat Lady as well. Oh, I've been drinking. You liable to bring a tear to my eye, Harley Honey. Thank you for understanding. It's hard because when I started this, I had the time and I kind of made it part of my thing. And I do want to like respond to everyone. It's so hard to find the time. So I appreciate you understanding that. And you know, you're probably gonna end up being right, but I'm gonna keep trying as much as I can. But thank you for bearing with me and your understanding. Lacobus said we need more scenes with Lucky and Aiden. Can we get any scenes with Lucky and Aiden? Right? That's not about him and Elizabeth trying to be alone. All right. No comments on that video. But I agree with that. Oh, it's a Yellow Jackets video. Beyond the Gates video on April 10th. Lacobus said, I think it was hilarious when the waiter tried to walk away from Bill and Haley's table before she could order. That was funny. Like, how you gonna take Bill's order and then walk away like Haley and sit there? And then he turned around like, oh, like, you want something? I laughed too. Wink Week said, a teen suicide story would be groundbreaking. We're here for the drama. Give us drama. For example, GH was groundbreaking during the abortion storyline. What's going on now? Mass shootings? GH is the perfect show to have an active shooter situation as the show is centered around the hospital. Ooh, you are right. You're on the right track, Nikisha. I wish someone would hire you as a writer. Thank you so much. I wish so too. I need to put myself out there. Yeah, I would love to write for the soaps. It'd be like a dream come true. But thank you for seeing my potential. I appreciate that. Oh, wait, Cat Lady's here. Hey, Cat Lady. I get so annoyed with myself when I call you Cat Lady because I'm like, what the hell? But that's literally your name. But you know it's Catwoman. I'm just going through comments that I've let back up over the past few weeks. Last comment for this date was Michelle Jones. She said, Bill and Haley were so annoying. Do they have nothing better to do? Bill reminds me of Drew on GH, a narcissist who likes being worshipped by a young, naive woman. I love Danny's clap back at them. LOL. I agree. Bill is a lot like Drew. That's why Albert love them both. I just don't feel like Haley is naive. I feel like there's a lot more to Haley that we haven't seen besides her breasts. I wish we could get like a prequel episode to see what Haley was like before. I really like pray for that. All right, next video is General Hospital, April 10th. Amber says hello. Hey, Amber, always. Bo Berry Sherry said Brennan plays both sides of the fence, in my opinion. Brennan does. This new version of Brennan is the asshole. Oh, shit, I forgot I'm supposed to be liking comments as I go. All right, Lacobus said, yeah, I didn't understand Jordan and Laura's plan. Why couldn't she just have resigned? I get what they're trying to do, but it's so unnecessary. It'll only backfire on Laura. I'm sick of Sasha saying she gonna move out and be a single mom. This Joshua shit better not happen. Preach. Oh, and I did ship their name. My bad. That's funny. And this probably not popular opinion, but I did like it when Tracy asked Jason to be more involved with the Qs. No, I fuck with that. I appreciate that. I do like Jason being more involved with the Qs. It's weird. It's weird when Sonny and Carly is at the Quartermains, but Jason being there, I very much like. I feel like Monica and Alan and Edward and Lila would like be happy with Jason being there. Which I know Monica's still technically alive, but we know. This hair's getting on my fucking nerves, but I got my fan on because it's hot. And if I put on my air conditioner, y'all won't be able to hear me. Alright, next. Oh no. Sorry, I scrolled up. This video was April 10th. So now we need to go to whatever's after the 10th. The 11th. For Beyond the Gates. It's one comment from Michelle Jones. She said Dana/Leslie is a trip, but I bet there will be more wigs and more aliases time goes on. It better be, because, like, I got a plan, because I got lots of wigs, too. I'm going to keep that numb, y'all. Find out if it happens. I totally agree about Ted. His acting is way too choppy and over the top. Yes. My favorites are Eva, check. Nicole, check. Anita, check. And crazy ass Leslie, check. For the guys, it's Smitty and Vernon. Ooh, good list. 4 girls and 2 guys, but still equals 6 altogether. Love your hair. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Michelle. All right, so now we are moving on. I keep forgetting I'm reading the comments, but I'm supposed to be liking them as I go, so I know that I did them, but I did not. All right, April 11th, General Hospital. Michelle Jones said, yep, I thought about that too. The parallel between Trina and Ava and Kai and Drew. I wonder where it's going to lead. I'm so sick of Sasha and Jason's repetitive scenes. I'm hoping Portia and Brad become friends. They're hilarious together. I remember Britt and Brad's friendship started off hella messy too, but it evolved over time. That's a good point, Michelle. I wouldn't mind seeing them become friends. They were funny together. I remember the scene where Brad was like, this was more fun when I was the one in charge, when I was blackmailing you. Let's see. Okay, you guys are talking about your day. Catwoman says she just got more wigs today too. I can't wait to see what she got. This is on my nerves. Lackerwell says Brennan is a Sean Donnelly type. Huh. I gotta think about that. It's hard for me. I can picture Sean. When you say Sean Donnelly, I can picture Sean. I can picture Tiffany. But I was younger then. I don't know if I can remember the storylines. I do remember Sean being involved with the WSB. Like, he had the accent. I remember that, but I don't know that I was able to, like, grasp the, like, full depth of the stories then. But now that you put it in my head, I'm going to be looking to see if I can find some old scenes and see what I think. So thank you for that. Next comment is Amber saying hello. And Abra McBreck says that show is still on. LOL. Yes. General Hospital is still on. I get a few random comments every once in a while from people who I think just randomly see me on YouTube and decide to comment. Which I don't mind. It's fine. As long as nobody's being mean. Alright, so that was General Hospital 411. So the next video is General Hospital on... Oh, that's when I started my intro. Alright, but that starts with... We're doing General Hospital April 14th. I'm about to cut this fucking hair off. Not off my head. I'm not acting like it grew out my head. I mean, just one that one keep going, like, go here. Alright, Lackobus says, you got an intro. What? Love it. Yes, I did, because of my daughter. Thank you. Bo Bear Sherry said, I can't wait to see Nina finding out about Drew and the custody. I can't wait for Willow to find about Nina and Drew. But I already know I'm going to feel bad for Nina when she hit the 55. That's the gin I've been drinking. I'm going to feel bad for Nina when this shit hits the fan. And that would not have happened 6 months ago. I'd be like, fuck them all. But, like, I feel bad for... I'm not going to feel bad for Willow. I'm not going to feel bad for Drew. I am going to feel bad for Nina, which is crazy. But I like Nina a lot more that she's not stuck up underneath, like, Sonny's world and, like, enemies with Carlin. Bowberry Sherry said, cute name. I think that's when I started the soap dish. So thank you. I'm very proud of it. Michelle Jones said, agreed. I was never a Michael and Willow fan. To me, they were mushy and boring. But Willow genuinely did love Michael for years. She actually felt guilty about her feelings for Drew at first, but the writers decided to disregard that and have Willow acting crazy just for shock value. It's just another example of lazy writing. I feel bad for Nina too. Her and Drew were hot together and had great potential, just for it to all be thrown away and Drew to get involved with a girl he once had more of a fatherly bond with. It's sick. I wonder how the writers are going to try to redeem him. Kai is so sweet. I can't help but to like him, even though Trina had more chemistry with his best friend. I saw that too. I didn't bother with the Sunny Laura scenes today. Why are all of Laura's scenes with him these days instead of her son and her daughter? It's ridiculous. Love your new intro and outro. Hope you feel better. Thank you. I do feel better. I was sick for a while there. Let's see. Yeah, I do think that they Drew and Nina together could have been. I don't know if I want to go to super couple extremes, but the chemistry was the chemistry. They had their. They said 45 minutes on the desk. My joke is that we misheard them as the audience. They didn't say 45 minutes. They said 4 to 5 minutes because they both in their 40s or 50s. Like, what you doing under their desk for that long? Ain't no way. You been caught a cramp. I'm 42, trust me. I know. They ain't stretch first or nothing. Yeah, and they are definitely overdoing the Sunny Lord thing, but we see whatever it's going. Alright, next video is... Oh, I uploaded General Hospital twice a day. That's why I am not good at this. Alright, the next video is Beyond the Gates on April 14th. And Dolly Maddox was here. Dolly said, hey, Nikisha. First off, I love the rebrand of your soap reviews. Thank you, sir. Also, I'm completely with you on the Eva/Kat's twin things. You feel free to take your victory lap with the reveal because I'm crossing my fingers that they pull a Natalie Jessica from One Life to Live. I could see that, but they don't even... With Natalie and Jessica, they had different fathers. Wait, no. That was a lie. I think they said they had different fathers, but they both ended up being Clint's daughter, so that makes sense. All right. Let me pause that because... I missed some stuff here. I'm sorry. Black Buses was playing both sides. I mean, okay, that makes sense. The double agent aspect. I feel like I remember that. Thank you for clarifying. Catwoman said, I don't feel bad for Jordan. She really doing this. And for what? Girl, you could at least got you something first and see what Isaiah was doing. Like, damn. I was looking forward to it. Black of Us said, I'm sick of Nina and her plans. Tomorrow, Nina asked Carly if she agrees with the plan. What is the plan? I don't know if I could agree or disagree with the plan. I don't know what the plan is. Because Nina could end that shit right now. But she don't want to lose her daughter. Well, we'll see what happens. I hope she doesn't go along with it. Well, you know, Carly is not inclined to go along with Nina. So we will see. Catwoman says, yes, you need to pay your daughter and make her one. Oh, yeah. She would love to do that shit. She really enjoys doing this shit. And, like, it's a challenge for her. Like, if she would love to do that. And I'm going to mention to her tomorrow when she gets home from school. And by the time I finish saying it, she'll probably have one done, for real. She really enjoys it. She's gonna, when she graduates high school this summer, in June, May, I think, May. She's going to be certified in cybersecurity, but in college she is majoring in computer science with the emphasis on video game design. But she loves like graphic design and all of that stuff. Like, I'm sure she could have done even like something more comprehensive for me, but I was like, keep it simple because I'm simple. But thank you. Black Bus says Jordan reminds me of Sam going all in despite the dangers. Yeah, I can see that. And I just don't know why. Like, I don't understand why Jordan is this invested. She is not a cop anymore. Like, I could even see if they would have written it so that Jordan and Isaiah was already, entangled. And then she was doing it to, like, protect him, because Sitwell was threatening him, because, you know, he had threatened him before, held him hostage before. But I just don't understand what her motivation is, and I don't like the fact that they haven't mentioned TJ in all of this. The last time Jordan went after somebody, TJ got kidnapped and almost died, and then she lied to Curtis, and then they got divorced, even though the divorce was really about Portia, but they act like it was about TJ being kidnapped and Jordan lying. So I feel like she would, like, at least hesitate a little bit, like something. Karen said, "Oh wow, yeah, I'm gonna tell. Let me actually, I'm gonna screenshot this right now so I don't forget, because I be forgetting shit. This is the button screenshot. All right, and then I'll be like, wait, what was that about? Okay. All right. Where are we? Joel Lemetics also said, I also love the real references in this episode. It was so realistic hearing Nicole and Danny referencing being Mary Jane together, plus the sister reference. I know. I love that Beyond Gates does that. It makes me like feel so connected to the show and so grounded, especially because I watch it with my daughter, and the references they make, like I get, but she also gets. Like when they today when she was like in a club. I ain't saying that because I feels like it sounds weird. But she said in the club we all fam. Like my daughter rolled her eyes and I chuckled, and we both got the reference. Like that wouldn't happen on General Hospital. On General Hospital, I would have to be explaining to her whatever the reference meant. So I really like that Beyond the Gates does that. Pause. Catwoman said, "I wonder if we'll get to see TJ doing a nurse's ball like we do with Felix." I don't know. They're both black, so we might have to pick one. I don't like saying that, but not General Hospital do. But I would hope that we get to see him. TJ should be a magic wand, but I don't know. Michelle Jones said, my daughter loves Sister also. I'm so glad it's on streaming. I wanted to hug Eva today. That poor girl. I always want to hug that child. Tomas was definitely annoyed at how Kat treated Eva. She's definitely going to lose him. And I agree. Either Leslie switched the babies or they're twins and she stole one. Yeah. Either she was never actually pregnant or she lost her baby and stole Eva. Yes, that Febreze product placement was more blatant than ever. I was laughing too. I always want to spray it when I pull this out, but like that should be so strong. And I got my drinks here. I don't want no Febreze in my drink, but y'all get it. I keep it right here. And I keep my little sample pack of the Tide too for Beyond the Gates. And if they do something else and I got it in my house, I'm gonna put that right here beside it too. That tickles me so much. I don't mind them paying the bills. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. Catwoman said, we were right about Eva and Kat. Yay. Hope you feel better fast. Try some ginger in your tea too. Thank you, Catwoman. Of course, it's been a while, so I feel better now. But I think I did actually have it's not on the table. I saw we get it. I think I did have tea with ginger actually. So thank you. Harley Honey said, I don't know what color lipstick Kat is wearing in this episode, but it is absolutely fire. I wonder if it was that the pink shade. Kat looks really good in the pink shade, and I hate, not that I don't hate it, but I have a shade like that, and I was like, ooh, we about the same complexion, let me see, but like I can only do red. Red is the only lipstick color that I feel like looks good on me. Harley Honey also said, Eva's mother, Leslie, is a pro at gaslighting, such a horrible person. I really dislike that character. Yeah, I would dislike her if she was a real person, but like I like the character because she's so much fun. Like Leslie crazy as hell. But it's such a pleasure to watch. All right, that was 414. So now we are also on Beyond the Gates 415. And just one comment, and this is Janice Frazier. She says, congrats on the new intro and outro. Thank you. It was yeah, I don't even know. I've been ever since I thought of the cat dish. Cat will be you in my head. The soap dish thing. I just went practicing like how to say it, and like she surprised me with it. It was very special to me because it just I just hope that Beyond the Gates stays on a long time so that like if General Hospital's still on when I die, I know my daughter's not gonna still watch that show, but she might watch Beyond the Gates. She enjoys that, so I hope it stays on and it's like a legacy soap. And this was just like part of that for me. So you know how it is, mothers and daughters. Let's see. Next we'll do General Hospital on the 15th, but Michael Bus says, in the club, we all fan was hilarious. It came out of left field sometimes because I don't be expecting it, but it was funny, right? It was so funny. Catwoman said, I cannot stand Cat. I'm Team Eva. Same, same. I am interested to see her arc, like Cat's arc, because she's so unlikable now that once she finds out and that shit blows her whole world apart, if the actress and the writers are capable of making me feel for her. Because ideally, we should feel bad for her. But I don't know how they're going to write it and how she going to act it. Alright, no comments on this video. So we are moving on to the 16th. Oh wait, this is a video where I fun update about my channel. I think where I just posted my intro. And Catwoman is there. She said absolutely love it. And again, do whatever you like because we love it. Oh shit, y'all gonna make my drunk ass cry. Thank you for that. I appreciate your support. There are stories I can tell you. I don't even know. This soap opera behind the scenes, there's drama with some people, but I'm very happy to be among like a group where like we genuinely like each other and support each other, and I'm just grateful because it could be so different. Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of like competition, and I feel like it doesn't have to be competition because like soap. There's people who watch the soaps who watch the creators like even me, like when I have more time, I'm watching like 10 different people cover the same show because like we all like the show. So it's like it's enough out there for us all to like enjoy and get along. But it's some territorial people out here. So I appreciate you, Catwoman, because you are someone who was doing this before me and you've been like nothing but supportive. So I appreciate you very much. Harley Honey says she did awesome and that's so great. Oh, that's from my daughter. Thank you. Alright, so Lacobus says, do you think Beyonce Gates needs to introduce a new character to establish some of the characters more? Because I feel like they have a lot of characters. We just don't get a lot of background on like the background characters. So I feel like we could talk more about Laura and her mom and Ashley's mom. Like we could expand on them. The character that I want to know more about is Randy. I really like Randy, and he has like 20-second scenes here and there, but I want to know everything about him. Like I like the actor, I like the character. So I don't know if we need more characters in my humble opinion, or if we could just write a little more story to expand on the characters that we have and like really use the background actors and make them more to the forefront. I mean, it's already an ensemble cast show. People call it the Danny Show. I don't feel like it's just the Danny Show, because we tell story around her. But if we can find other ways to bring that background characters into the main story, I would appreciate that. I was trying to, I think I said it today in my video, who I would put like Randy with, because it's a soap, so most storylines are going to involve like a romantic pairing, and I don't know who I would involve Randy with, but I would like to see more of him. And I would like to see more of I call them the poor regular ladies. Even though Leslie ain't that poor no more. And Laura's mom. Even more about Laura. And Laura has a boyfriend she was supposed to go to Hawaii with. Who is that? So I guess that could be the new character. Or what if we found out he was sleeping with Leslie? Although I'll try to make it so messy right away we ain't even meant the dude. But we saw Tyrell's friend Jessica that he's had the crush on. So yeah, we can work more with the people we've already mentioned. I don't know how much more Todd I can take. I don't know how much more money. I said Todd, Febreze. I don't know how much more money we have to add new characters, but I think we'll definitely work more on what we have. But what do you think, Lacobus? Do you think we need more characters on Beyond the Gates? Catwoman said, yes, it's like our own little club, and I love it, Fat. You know what? I'm staying in this club. Because I dipped my toes out the club and was like, oh, let me see what's on there. I'm coming back. I'm going to stay right in this circle of warmth and love and light. Because it's special. It's special and it's unique. I appreciate you guys. Catwoman said, like, who's going to play Randy's baby moms? Who was his kid, right? I'm here to know because they in danger because of Joy threatening them. All right, this is April 16th. Beyond the Gates. Michelle Jones said, "Yeah, that Tide advertising had me laughing today. Lord have mercy." And Amber said, "Hello." Always hi to Amber. Catwoman said Laura's mom gonna be next on Leslie's list so she connect all the clues, right? Right. Leslie will take out anybody. But I was surprised she didn't kill Laura. So like she ain't the worst person. She ain't the worst person. She ain't killed a girl yet. She just keep putting her in dangerous situation. But she ain't died yet. So she ain't that bad. Janet says, "Hey there, hey Janet." Says I didn't love Beyond the Gates today. What did you love about it? I with Beyond the Gates, even when I don't love it, I feel like I like it. Like I just really appreciate the show. I didn't like how they drug out the scenes with Anita. It took forever for to get her to sing, but once she did, I was okay with it. I just wish they could have gotten to it sooner. Anita got mad. She was like, "You don't know me. I need to prepare." The music and it's moving slow. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow show. Did you watch All My Children, Janet? Beyond the Gates reminds me a lot of All My Children. I feel like stuff can happen, but it's gonna mostly be about like the families and the relationships. And I was disappointed at first. Like the first couple of weeks, I kept waiting because they build to stories and then they don't pay off. Like the big doesn't happen. But I think I'm trying to, and I think Dolomatic said this too. He might have been what made me think about it to just understand, like view the show differently. And as long as I like have that lens on it, I'm still enjoying like the characters. I never miss it, but it needs some spice. Okay, I like the spice, Janet. A Catwoman says I did enjoy the singing. Yeah, it won't great, but I always defend it. I feel like maybe it gives us Anita somewhere to go. Like maybe she was nervous about singing this whole time, but now that she had a little taste for the stage, she's gonna be like, "Oh, give me the mic," and maybe in a couple of months it'll be better. I'm hoping. Yeah, cause she's a Tony winner. I was expecting better. I ain't gonna lie. Janice said I did in the day. Yeah. Okay. So I think, I fingers crossed, we can hope that this will end up being more like All My Children. If we just hang in there, that we can get more character development, and then stuff will happen around the characters. Lack of Us says I agree with you, but on a character like Randy, how do we explore his background without introducing other characters? That's a good point. Because he doesn't seem to know a lot of the other characters, maybe, but that'll change. Yeah, and that's the thing with the well-written scene. We can find out he did. He can know anybody Doug know. Like we know he knows Vanessa because they don't like each other. But like I don't, and that's what I was thinking about. And I need to like carve out some sober time and actually sit and think about who I would connect Randy to. But I know it's possible. Like I know there are other people we can connect him to. I just haven't thought about it enough yet. I mean, and Andre was a fuck boy. Maybe he could be friends with Andre. But I don't know. Cause Rand, I don't know. I don't know. I need to think about it. Where are we? Janet said, "Bill and Haley, I like them on screen." Wow, Janet. I appreciate you saying that. I do not. But I say that I don't like Bill and Haley, and I don't like Bill and Haley. But as part of the canvas on the show, I respect their presence. Like they serve their purpose. Like they're needed characters. The animosity that I feel towards them, I'm supposed to feel for them. Like I brought up All My Children. I feel like Bill is a lot like Adam Chandler. Like, and I hated Adam, but Bill don't have a steward to balance him out like Adam did. But also, I would miss Adam if he wasn't there. So like, please don't make me say I appreciate Bill Hamilton's presence because I don't want to say that. But I get why he's around. But I hate that man. And Haley just gets on my nerves. When I look at Haley, my chest hurt because I don't understand how your breast can be up here. I'm like, girl. I don't like it at all, so I'm a little jealous of it because like gravity don't work that way. I'm like, goodness gracious, how do you do that? Catwoman said, "Do you think Danny is gonna go overboard with the drinking?" I feel like I should take a sip on that. And yes, I do very much so. I feel like Danny been overboard with the drinking. She passed it out on the floor of her own house. But then again, who hasn't passed out in their own house? um, yeah, I wish Danny could just wake up one day and be like, "I'm gonna get my shit together. I am Danny fucking Dupree." But I think she got further to fall first, and I think the alcohol is gonna have a lot to do with it. You saw how quick she was to order that champagne today. I'm still loving Joey. Catwoman says, "Yes, how can you not? He's so, I don't know if creepy is the right word. Menacing? Maniacal? He's a bad guy. But I see where Vanessa see it, though, because I'm loving that John Lindstrom is getting to play like this. That he's been wasted as Kevin for these years. Like, when they killed Ryan for real and they cut off his hand, I was like, what the hell? Why would we do this? Ryan is the best part of Kevin. Don't get me wrong, Kevin's a good man, and I like Kevin and Laura's relationship because he was there to support her always. But it's very boring. Ryan was the fun one. So I'm so happy for John Lynchman that he gets to get dirty like that, because I know he like it. You can tell he like it by the way he act. Lacobus says, "Bill and Haley feel like father and daughter to me." I mean, yeah, I can see that. Every time he call her baby, I'm like, no, you can't say that when you got babies her age. That's nasty. Catwoman says, "Doug needs a miracle." You better keep praying on it. I don't know what he had the money coming in, but he fucked up his own hand. I was like, Joey ain't even get you in an accident. You just did it yourself. Catwoman says, "Yes, right." And always like Ryan more. Yeah, Ryan was the best. I miss Ryan all the time. All right. All right. Now the reading is becoming a bit of an issue. All right. So April 16th, Beyond the Gates. So now I'm going to. Oh, no comments on General Hospitals for the 16th. Oh, yes, it is. I don't know how many times I uploaded the same video twice. That's crazy. All right. So this is General Hospital, April 16th. Lacobus said, "I immediately thought of you when Curtis mentioned Sonny paid for TJ's schooling." Thank you, Lacobus. Thank you for thinking of me. I got really happy when he said it. And then I got mad because I was like, damn, General Hospital, y'all give me what I want, but you make Curtis the one that say it? Like, that's fucked up. And I feel like it was a personal attack against my spirit. Like, they were actually fucking with me by making Curtis be the one to acknowledge it. Michelle Jones said the scenes with Lucas, Liz, Lucky, and Amy were hilarious today. Okay, I didn't feel that way, but I'm glad you enjoyed them. The new Lucas is so charismatic. I'm loving him so far. He is funny. And Liz has grown on me now that she's not obsessed with Jason anymore. And I feel like that brought out the worst in her. I zone out of Sonny and Jason scenes at this point. I want Morgan, Alcazar, Cyrus, Johnny Zakar. Oh, talk dirty to me, yes. And all of them back. Check, and check. I'll take all of them back right now. Give them to me. Drew was drewing today. When the time comes, I bet he's going to deny ever sleeping with Nina, and Willow will believe it. Your lines about Curtis were so funny and spot on. I like him calling Drew out on his crap, but he's not the best character either, as we've seen. I won't tag her back. Where's Taggart? I don't even remember what I said about Curtis, but thank you. I'm assuming it was insulting to Curtis if you laughed, so thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we haven't seen Taggart since he was drinking when Callie's was still Bobby's. Wait, when Bobby's was still Callie's. Janice says B&B was good. I like Liam as an actor. Oh, wow. That's an unpopular opinion, I think. I like Scott Clifton, too, though. I liked him more as Dylan on General Hospital back in the day. It's hard to like Liam. And I didn't watch B&B today. I watch B&B about once a month. When my daughter be like, I wonder what's happening on B&B. Or if we're watching on the CBS or Paramount Plus app, we watch Beyond the Gates, and then Bold and the Beautiful just happens to play after it, and we're like, might as well. But I had to stop watching it every day. Like, I was getting mad that I was wasting like 30 minutes of my life because like nothing happens. Nothing happens. And no matter how long I've gone in between watching Bold and the Beautiful, I'm always able to pick it back up just like that. Like, um, but I like, who do I like on Bold and the Beautiful? I like Thomas. That's why actually when I started watching, when they got rid of Thomas, I was like, what am I watching this show for? I like Steffi sometimes. I watched the episode recently where Hope and Brooke was going at it, and Hope was like, you didn't take over the company for me. You never took the position for me. And Brooke was like, I did it for Ridge. I did it for Ridge. Cause like me and my daughter was like, we know, bro. We know you did it for Ridge. We don't even know what you're talking about. But we know you did it for Ridge. And then Ridge still ain't pick her. But it was funny. It was funny to watch Brooke and Hope go at it. Even though they immediately apologized right after. I was like, damn. I would have loved if they stretched out that tension a little more. Lacobus is watching GH Roku episodes. It made me pissed off again because they just dropped Valerie. Facts. They recasted Valerie for 2 episodes and then dropped her completely. They did. They definitely did it a Sarah Star character from the beginning. Like when they made her Spencer, I was like, oh shit. Like, and she was black too. I was like, okay, let me find out what's about to happen. And then they made her the home wrecker, obsessed with Dante for no good reason. And then nothing. And they played with her with Christina, which I actually saw some chemistry there with both actors that played Valerie, but nothing. Yeah, but I also like share that experience of watching on Roku. I watch it at least, I don't know if every day, maybe every other day. I watch a few minutes, if not a whole episode, and I enjoy it because the show was so good back then. But then also it's like, dang, this is what it could be, and this is what y'all giving me now. It's sad too at the same time. Catwoman said, I think that's when I started watching again because of Thomas. Now he's gone, right? Right? Like, that's your best character. Why would you let Thomas go and break it to all these people we don't know? Thomas was such a good, complex character. Like, I hated Thomas when he killed Emma because at the time, I was like, Thomas drove Emma off the road. He killed her. Fuck Thomas. But then he grew that goatee and he was more sexy. And I was like, oh shit, Emma was reckless driving. She was texting. She should have been more careful. Thomas didn't call the police, but he didn't kill her. But that's like the actor that made me feel that way about Thomas. And then they got rid of him. I don't know where I was at. Did I say, I think... Oh, no, I read these already. All right, so for 16th, we are going to 17th. 17th of General Hospital. Michelle Jones said, I was so happy to see Donna. Oh, I love seeing Donna, too. Her and Avery are my favorite kids on the show. They never miss with the Corinthos kids. I know the Cody and Molly scenes were corny, but I loved it because it's showing that Cody will get her to loosen up and enjoy herself more. She's gone through so much, and I want to see her happy and relaxed. I love the actress playing her far more than the original one. Interesting. I always loved Alexis despite her flaws, but she needs to get it together. I don't want to see her in jail again. She's so witty and funny, but I want a better storyline for her other than her rescuing Christina every 5 minutes. Facts. If the writers don't have this Geo reveal unfold within the next 30 days, I'm going to lose my mind. Let's see, when this was April 17th? All right, it'll be within 30 days, so Sweeps is coming. But yeah, I agree about like Alexis, Molly, and Cody. I'll deal with it. I will accept it because it's better than what they had Cody doing with Britt. So Amber says hello, and Harley Honey says Lulu knows. It was such an obvious setup. Molly and Cody. Oh my gosh, so Lulu knows. That must have been the Dante's birthday party day. Lulu knows. It was such an obvious setup. Molly and Cody. Oh my gosh, so ridiculous. I don't see it at all. Today I had the feeling Sunny is going away permanently. I couldn't shake it. I also think they are going to recast for Michael. If Chad Duell doesn't decide to return, maybe they're waiting for Michael's return in order to do the send-off for Leslie Charleston. They're talking about Monica a lot, and I think there's going to be a death reveal before long. It seems weird that it would be during the sweeps, maybe. Yeah, I don't want it during sweeps. I thought they were going to do it during the whole Crip story, and that bothered me so much. Because I was like, don't use this stupid ass story to Monica's death when Leslie is dead in real life. Um, so I do feel like it's coming because they're talking about Monica more than they've talked about her in the past year. As far as the Monica recast, I can feel it too. I just don't want it. Unless it's good. If it's a good one, then I'll take it. But it's so hard to know if someone's going to be good. I don't want the guy who filled in for him before that played Noah in Young and the Restless. He was not Michael to me. I need Chad to come back. I need Chad to be. I want Chad to come back, and I want Sasha to fucking get her hair together, because I need Sasha and Michael to be together and have their miracle baby, their rainbow baby, please. That's what I want. Oh, speaking of miracle baby, Catwoman said, I think Cody and Molly going to be long game. I hope they have a miracle baby. I would take that. I wish it could have been TJ, but I'll take it. I would like to see that from Molly as well. And Christina's face. Lack of budget. Yeah, I loved both actors that play Valor. Yeah, I like the first one more, but the second one did well with what they gave her. I was open to seeing more. Delta Dan said hi. Hi, Delta Dan. Thank you for being here. I know you love the soaps. Catwoman said, poor Cody has not had any love in the afternoon since he been on the show. You right. Well, we don't. Oh God, I was gonna say something that's inappropriate. That's the alcohol. I am so glad I stopped that. That was a bit much. Ask me later, Catwoman. I'll tell you. Sorry, y'all. All right, Lacobus says, I want to connect with Cody, but I don't know. I don't think Josh Kelly is a good actor for this show. Sorry if I offend anyone. Oh, no. If somebody was going to offend somebody, it would be me, and I would have been and done it already. But I thank you for being so considerate. I'm not a big Cody fan either, but he's here. He's on contract, so... I liked him the most in scenes with Leo with the horse. Even though that horse looked like the horse probably died too, because the horse did not look that lively. But I like Cody and Leo scenes together. That's the only time I really felt like I really enjoyed Cody scenes. Catwoman is laughing. I wasn't ready for your D voice. That Maya Angelou? I don't even know what I said, but alright. Catwoman says Cody and Sasha did not go there for. Oh my God, no. I don't want that. Sasha been through enough. Oh, they were. Lord, I might be tipsy. Because I forgot they did a whole storyline where they were together, then they found out they was like cousins. I'm glad that they didn't go there. It took me a minute to understand what you were saying. Alright, where am I at? 17th. Now we're on the 17th for Beyond the Gates. Lacobus says, when Martin was talking about spoken word, I immediately thought of you again. LOL. Thank you. That means so much to me. You cannot even know how much it means to me. So with Curtis from yesterday and now Martin, do they get closer to your likability list? Incy, Wincy, Teensy, Bit. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I need a drink. Because I can't. Martin is abusive. And Curtis is also abusive in his own way. I mean, manipulative gaslighter. Yeah, I don't know. We got to see how the stories go. Nikki Vaughn said, yes, I love the Busboys mention. Yes, the Busboys and Poets mention. That shit made me so happy. Like, I even went through my old Facebook pictures to try to find pictures from when I was at Busboys and Poets, and I couldn't find them. And I feel like I know I hashtagged them Busboys and Poets, but I searched for them and couldn't find them. But I was going to post them on my YouTube page to show y'all, because I've been there twice. Once I was just at the open mic, and then I was like a feature artist once, many, many moons ago. But probably like 2016, 2015, 2016-ish. I want to go back. And they have lots of locations, so I don't know. It's it's hard to feel that like electric feeling, on stage, and I guess nothing like a standing ovation. And when you're like reciting your poetry and you just take a pause and like you listen and you hear nothing because like everybody's listening to you. Yeah, I miss those days. Catwoman said, right, no Sasha, no Brit, not the court. Because he smell like horse. Probably. Catwoman says, yes, Smitty needs a new love or something. Martin ain't it, right? Martin don't deserve Smitty. He don't treat him right. Delta's answer, are you watching Last of Us? Nikisha, I am. I know the story, though, because my daughter didn't play the video game, but she watched gamers play the video game. So I pretty much know the story. I have lots of thoughts about it, but the story, it is what it is. They've already written. They are gonna follow the game at least to a certain extent. So I wish. All right, spoilers for Last of Us. Time out, Delta Dan. What I wish is that instead of just having us flash forward 5 years and it's like, oh, this is Abby. She does what she does. If we would have gotten to know Abby a little more. Like with the game, instead of having people play with Abby after she did what she did, have people play as Abby before and like see what it was like for her immediately finding her father's body and see what she was like over the next 5 years and then kind of understand why she did what she did. Like if we could have got an episode or two from Abby's perspective before this, I would appreciate it more. And I could look at her as more of like an anti-hero instead of a villain. I don't even know if I look at her like a villain. I barely think of Abby. Like, but if I could see more of her suffering and what her journey was like, then maybe I could feel like about her the way like I do like a Loki, like a true like anti-hero, former villain. Delta Dan says, R.I.P. Joe. What the I knew it was gonna happen, but damn, yeah, it was hard to watch. I'm glad that it wasn't as graphic as it could have been, but I feel like I wish they would have drug it out a little more. Catwoman said, did you see the new movie Sinners? No, I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. I just need to make time. Yes, you are the subject changer, Delta Dan. But it was a good subject. Yeah, Catwoman, have you seen Sinners yet? I've heard good things about it. I've watched a couple of spoiler-free reviews. And from the trailer, you kind of get the gist of what the outline is going to be. But I want to see it so bad. First of all, Michael B. Jordan's in it, and he playing 2 parts. I'm like, ooh, that's more to look at. I'll take it. Delta Dan says, if Abby would have just asked why he did it, though. Yeah, if Joe could have said, though. He said, I saved your life. He could have been like, they was killing my daughter. Like, he could have. I feel like part of it is on Abby for not asking why, but also Joe gets some accountability for not saying why. But I think Joe was tired anyway. I think Joe was tired and he was ready. Like, he knew it was coming for him. And so, like, I think he was almost ready for it. I think he felt like he deserved it. Catwoman says, no, not yet. I did the same as you. LOL. Yeah. I listened to the Kings live about it. Oh, did they already do that video about it? Dang, I missed that. Hey. All right. Well, shout out to Spoiler Kings. I'm going to have to find which video they talked about it in. I didn't even know they had talked about it yet. I'm disappointed. Alright, let's see. I am on April 18th for General Hospital. 3 days. Oh, I'm catching up. I'm almost done. General Hospital on April 18th. Honey Harley said when Carly said that's a real tight circle, real. After he named like 20 people that knew. She was like, damn, everybody but me. Amber says, hey. Harley said, oh, loose lips Natalia. Something happening to Sonny is on the horizon. You're right. I can definitely see it coming. Michelle Jones said, this episode of GH seemed all over the place. So many characters crammed in. I can't take any more of Jason and Sasha. It is beyond awkward. We got more today. I'm desperate for any iteration of Michael back. I also thought everyone was overreacting about Natalia being Sidwell's ex. What difference does it make? Especially when where deception is concerned. And Jason being sent there to tell them as if the sky was falling. What on earth? Then Felicia and Anna going on and on about Jason. So boring, especially for a Friday episode. I don't need to add nothing to that. But I agree. Yeah, it was stupid. Delta Dan said Joe's a hard ass old man, as Abby said. He ain't explaining to a kid. Is that what you think it is? You know, that's interesting. Especially to a kid he doesn't know. I'm gonna keep that context under advisement and rewatch the scenes and see if that changes the way I experienced it. Because I think a lot of my opinion was shaped by the fact that I already knew what was happening. And I think part of it, though, is that he was also, in a sense, letting his death happen to protect Dina. Even though that wasn't the way it was in the game, but in the show, like, she was right there. Albert says hi. Hi, Albert. Hi. You must have just finished streaming. Thank you for coming in, but you need to get some sleep. I said sleep. That Gretna come out of me every once in a while. Delta Dan says, what's messed up is he saved her. Yeah. Like she said, though, what life? But she wouldn't have any more life. And he could have saved himself if he would have just let her ass die. But that's one of the things I like about The Last of Us is all the ambiguity, like the morally gray areas of The Last of Us, where you can see different perspectives and it's not necessarily a right and wrong, because we in a post-apocalyptic world, there is no really right or wrong. Everybody just trying to survive. My kids know already, if we hit the dystopian times, I know what berries will make us go night-night forever, and we're gonna all eat some berries and go night-night forever, because I'm not built for this shit. Like, I'm not built for no crazy shit. I'm a pacifist. I don't have any weapons. I can't protect people. We're gonna go to sleep and go to heaven, if heaven is real. Alright, let's see. Delta Dan said, what was the superintendent of construction for the city doing on patrols? That's a good point. Plots? Because that's where the story had to go. But that's a good question. Alright, let me focus. Alright, so next video is Beyond the Gates, April 18th. Busybody Baroness. Shout out to Busybody. I think Busybody Baroness was the first person I see doing soul comment videos. So just want to shout out to her, respect to her for paving the way. But she says, love the intro. Alright. Now I am on Beyond the Gates, April 21st. Wait, is that today? That is today. Oh, shit. I done caught up. Yay. No comments yet. General Hospital, couple of comments for today's episode. Laco Bus says, yeah, when I saw Alexa's assistant, I was like, that's the psychic, right? It's so wild that she popped up when she just had her storyline on Roku, too. It's a lot. If you guys watch the free episodes of General Hospital on Roku, it's like season 56, I believe. I think we're 62 now. But it's so weird watching the old storylines and how they compare to the storylines we have now. Not just because it was better back then, but because of where the storyline is. Like having the Ava with the psychic and then seeing her as the assistant. Or having Drew and Franco and Andre and the brain mapping story and seeing where Drew is at now. It's just seeing Carly pregnant with Donna. Worried about the spina bifida. I'm like, girl, you ain't even gotta worry. Trust me, that little girl is gonna be fine. And Sunny's about to break your heart in 2 years. Alright, Laco Busted also said Jordan reminds me of Sam with going all in no matter the danger. Yeah, I just don't understand what Jordan's motivation is. Like, we could just write a paragraph to tell me why the fuck she's really doing this. Like, just to make it make sense. Cause if she was still a cop, then maybe I see it, but she ain't even a cop no more. And she liked being vice mayor. She said, I don't know. Lacobus also said, okay, so what happened to Sonny and Carly's cover regarding John Cates? Yes, weren't they supposed to get back together to alibi Sonny? Did that whole storyline just disappear, or did you miss it? It disappeared. You missed it because it disappeared. They just stopped it. But yeah, I talked. Oh, well, you saw my video because you commented on it. But yeah, that's what I didn't understand today during Sonny and Carly's conversation, where Sonny was talking about like the distance between them. It didn't make sense. I was like, y'all was just fucking in Tracy's bed, remember? At the court, like, everybody knows, so what? Yeah, caught up. It feels so good. Thank you. I felt so bad for everybody making comments and I didn't, like, engage with them. I hated that shit, so I feel relieved. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Dewan is here. Hey, Dewan. Say hello. Delta Dan says hi, Albert. Hi, Dewan. Alright, I ain't got nothing else to talk about now. I'm done. I'm gonna go a few more minutes till I have to go pee because of this vodka running straight to me. I don't know, I keep saying vodka, Jen. What am I drinking? Vodka. I'm drinking New Amsterdam vodka. I'm gonna be like Beyond the Gates. New Amsterdam peach favorite vodka and Simply Orange with calcium. Cheers. Ugh. At least I'm gonna sleep good tonight, I guess. Thank you guys for all hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Made it go a little smoother. I was like, I'm just gonna be here. But scroll up a bit to see my last comment. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. Oh my gosh, I did miss a comment. Is it this far back? But the last comment I see from you is I want to connect with Cody, but I don't know. I don't think Josh Callie is a good actor. Sorry if I offend anyone. I think I read that. Let me go slower. I hope I didn't accidentally delete anything. Yeah, Lacobus, that's the last comment I see from you. Was it before that? Cat lady said, oh, the good stuff. It's good to me. White wine. See, I don't really mess with white wine. I like wine, but I like red wine. White wine, I haven't found a brand that I like. It's always so sweet. I like a good dry red, like a Cabernet or a Merlot. So normally, usually I prefer to drink wine because it don't give me a hangover, but I got vodka, so that's what I'm drinking. If you don't see it, it's okay. I'm sorry, Lacobus. Was it after the Cody comment? Because if so, I don't see it. But I could keep scrolling. I don't want to miss anything. I'm so sorry. You took the time to type this shit out. You're here. I want to, say it. Yeah, because before that, Lacobus, the last comment I see is the one I read about watching GH on Roku and pissing you off because of Valerie. Because I know we talked about that. You say you love both actors that play Valerie. Want to connect with Cody. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That sucks. I hate that. I hate it when I'm in a chat and I say something and it disappears. I'm so sorry. All right, thank you, Lacobus, for repeating. Said it was about Anna and telling Maxie that it's okay to keep Sid Will as a client. Yo, I zoned out. I couldn't tell you what happened in that scene. I ain't even talk about it in my video because it's hard for me to listen when Anna talk. It just really is. I just I could blame the fact that I watch it on YouTube and it kind of is a different experience, but it's just Anna. I haven't always felt that way about Anna, but like the past 2 years, since maybe even 3 or 4 years, since the Peter shit, when she thought Peter was her son and she was protecting him and didn't tell everybody, I haven't really. And when she was with Finn, I ain't like that because when Anna and Finn even got together, Finn was grieving for Hayden because Hayden had just left him. And Anna was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry that you missing your girl, but I need you to help me with this." And then they got together. Yeah, I don't like Anna. Dewan said, "I just don't drink alcohol." Oh, that's good for you. It's okay. I'll do it for you. I'm proud of you though. You really shouldn't. Like, that's why I tell my kids, like, don't start. Just don't do it. Because once you do, you do. So don't. I'm proud of you. I support that decision. If I ever need a designated driver in your area, I will hit you up. Catwoman said, "I love red wine, but someone gave this to me yesterday." I know that's right. That's what you got. Enjoy it. I think the last time I had white wine, I mixed it with like some fruit juice and made it like punch. Delta Dan says, "All right, Nikisha, it's getting too soapy for me. Much love. Hope you and the chat had a nice Easter. Thank you. See you on Spoiler Kings. Also, cheers. Cheers. Thank you for hanging out, Delta Dan. We will talk about, we got less than a week, and we'll be talking about Dope Thief. But thank you for the Last of Us chat, too. I appreciate you. I already read like a bus about Anna and Maxie keeping Sidwell as a client. What? Catwoman says good night. They're saying good night. Catwoman said, yes, GH messed up with that storyline with Peter and Anna, made it Alex. So annoying. Alex is still alive. Yeah, nobody. Of course she alive. Hey, speaking of nobody, I can't I can't understand why this ADA, well, she should be the DA. I thought Molly was the ADA, but okay. Why this lady is pushing to have Jason accused of Cyrus's murder when there was no body? We know there was a body, but there was no body for them. I don't know why you assuming just because dude ain't there, he was killed. Cyrus was a bad guy. The better thing would be to assume that he ran away. She's not that bright. Lycobus's how's the job going? Is training over? No, training is not over. Training is a long process. It's about a month, so about 2.5 to 3 more weeks to go. But it's gone. Thank you for asking. I'm ready for the training to be over. I'm a doer. I'd rather be able to like dive in and do versus just like doing tutorials online and just observing. I'm like, just let me in, coach. I can do it. But thank you for asking. I'm sure it'll be much better once I'm done with that, so I can get in there and make a difference in the world. Cameron said, and they did what? They did that same with Anna and Griffin. Oh shit! I'm trying to remember Griffin. I remember Griffin was fucking Ava and Kiki. Not at the same time, but not that far apart either. Oh, wait, yeah, I do remember. It did seem like Anna was going to be Griffin's mother. Because Duke was his father, yeah. Oh, shit. I blocked that completely out. That's a blast from a blast. Griffin was nice to look at. I liked him in Supernatural, too. I think the ADA is crushing on Sonny, too. Yeah, you know, if he flashed the dimples at her, it's over. Like many women have been in that position to try to take Sonny down and have ended up in his bed. So that's her future if she don't watch herself. Dewan said, I really think they should recast Robin if Kim doesn't want to work. I think Kimberly McCullough does want to work. She just doesn't want to act on General Hospital. I think she does a lot of like producing and directing. Ooh, that's tough. I can see why we would want Robin on the show, especially with having Emma on the show. But for me, someone who's been watching my whole life, I can't take a recast of Robin because we've had one Robin like my whole life. I think I'm probably like the same age as Robin. Um, yeah, I don't want that. But I also didn't want to recast Emma, so maybe you could do it for me. Are we gonna recast Patrick too, and then we're gonna cast Noah? We're gonna get him the whole family. I will never be mad at doctors having more doctors on General Hospital. We don't have enough doctors. Not enough happens at the hospital. And even now, oh, excuse me, we have storylines taking place at the hospital, but like they're not involved in the hospital. Like we have Jordan and Isaiah today and Monica's new wing, but like they just talking. Like I like them when action go down at the hospital. And that's how it used to be. Karen says the people acting better at the job now. Oh my God, what did I say? I feel like I must have told too much truth. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything is wonderful. Everybody is lovely. It's amazing. I mean, I'm too honest. It's going great. I couldn't pick a better group. I don't remember saying otherwise, but for you to know that I must have. My bad. Yes, Duke. Duke was fine. I miss Duke. He was a good, morally great character. Dewan said the 88 looked like Anna to me. She's a brunette. She's a dark brunette, but I don't know. I feel like she got a little ethnic to her. I don't know what it is, but like a little splash of something. But she does remind me of somebody else. I just can't think of who. But another woman like in the same position. Somebody who wanted to take Sonny down, who ended up in bed with him. You know, Sonny loved a brunette except for Carly and Nina now. And Connie. Damn. I guess I don't know why I thought it was just brunettes. All his babies are brunettes. Calvin said they saving all that for the ball. I hope so. I need some drama for the nurses' ball, not just like bad saying. I'm bracing myself for Blaze because we saw the picture. I think you posted that picture, Catwoman. Natalia with her Me Familiar with Marco and Blaze behind the scenes. So I know Blaze will be there for the nurses' ball. Strangely enough, though, I am looking forward to the Blazer scenes with Christina. I want to see what kind of conversation they have. If Christina be like, bitch, I've been crazy. I've been trying to kill people since you've been gone. Or if it's just going to be like, I'm sorry for your loss type of thing. I don't know. I'm very interested to see how Christina will present with someone that she was so intimate with. Because she knows she crazy as hell. Catwoman said where we will see all the lost and forgotten characters, right? Every nurse that's ever been in a general hospital that don't have a part. We already seen it. I had enough Amy at Liz's house. But we'll have Amy and Deanna and hopefully Felix. And all the other people we don't know. Margot wasn't. Wait. Oh shit. Who was she? She's on Young and the Restless. Oh my God. I wish I had me drinking. Chloe. She plays Chloe on Young and the Restless. Yeah, Margot was one of the ones. They started out hating Sonny because he killed her father or was responsible for her father's death, and then she was like, "Oh, here's my vagina." I want to say, "Oh, Christina, do you miss Patrick Drake?" I don't actively miss Patrick Drake, but I do when I randomly watch Young and the Restless and I see him as Billy. I'm like, then that's when I miss Patrick Drake. I like the character. And if they brought him back, I would take him. Like I said, I'll take all the doctors, all the medical staff. I just don't know. So much of Patrick's character was like being a fuckboy, like with the nurses, like loving all the women. And then it was all about Emma and Robin when she was alive and not blown up into pieces. So if we don't bring back Robin, I guess he could just be a dad to Emma. I would watch it. But then we got to recast. And then, you know, when they recast, it's hit or miss. So I just had the craziest thought. I was just about to say, what if it was Billy Miller that they recast, because uh the actor that's playing that played Patrick Drake is now playing Billy on Young Restless, and I was thinking of a switch, and then I realized, oh, I'm drunk, because that can't happen because Billy is gone. So maybe like a bus, maybe I miss Patrick Drake. Do you miss Patrick? Calvin said, when will we see Heather again? I don't know. Sasha pregnant. So when is she due? That's the question. When is she due? But and I was like, we haven't seen Ace in forever. Also, like all the kids that I like besides the Corinthos kids, we get to see the Corinthos kids. But like I like Leo, we don't get to see Leo. I like baby Ace. We don't get to see him. Like, and we don't get to see yeah. All right, let me stop. But I think the perfect time to see Heather is if somebody's giving birth. Or if they're gonna bring like Esme back. Maybe before a new Spencer comes, Catwoman, yeah. Oh, you was already ahead of me. Or maybe after Spencer and Esme comes back together. Yeah, I could definitely see, and I think we've all like speculated about this story where Esme and Spencer popped up and she's brainwashed him into thinking they were like happy together. He has amnesia or some shit. I'd be open to that. I just don't know where they're gonna find another good Spencer at to like actually play the part. Because if they cast someone like the actor that's playing Geo to play Spencer, I don't know how I could like handle that shit. Because the Nicholas Chavez, I loved Spencer as a child so much, and when they said they were recasting him, I was upset. And when Spencer first started, Nicholas Chavez first started it, like the first 2 weeks, I was like, I don't know. He's just kind of pompous, but not Cassadani enough. But Nicholas Chavez ended up showing like he could do it. And so I don't know. I'm so nervous for them to bring someone else into that role. And then are they going to have the same chemistry with Trina? Because that's a big part of where his character left off. And if he came back, it needs to be for his son. Yeah, but also... Wait, that's not his son. That's his brother. Damn. Because he was acting like it was his son. It fucked me up for a minute. But... yeah, I don't know. I need to take my ass to sleep, I think. Dewan said, who's been in their underwear more, Lucy, Co, or Brooke Logan? Ooh, that's a good ass question. Because Brooke stay in her lingerie. But the difference is Brooke be in her lingerie on purpose. She be like, y'all gonna see this show. Y'all gonna see these goodies. I'm old, but I still got it. Versus Lucy be just changing clothes. And the curtain go up. Karen said, I miss Patrick. Michael Bus said, yeah, I like Patrick's development over the years. Of course, I want Robin to come back more than anything. But I love it if they brought back Patrick, too. I would, if they could bring back the real actors and them together as a family, and we cast a Noah. And if Noah could be, like, they could age him up to, like, Danny Rocco's age. Or even Scout, even if he was younger, it's like Scout's age. Like, I would love... if we could bring in the kids. I've always loved General Hospitals, like the younger generation. And when everybody was moving into the Quartermains, I thought, even though we had to kill Sam to fucking do it, I was like, on the bright side, at least we're getting all the kids together in the queues and we'll get to see those scenes. And then we got like one scene. And Drew tucks Scout, and we never see Scout. And we barely see Danny, barely see Rocco, barely see Aiden. I want them all together. And Leo should be there. Like, I want to see all the kids together. We could cut like 5 of the adults if we could focus more on the kids, and I'll be fine. We could kill Cody. Sorry to Molly. But I would be fine with whatever we paying Cody. Let him go so we can bring on those kids more. Like, especially it's about to be summer too. That's the time for the kids. Calvin said, I hope GH tests this Trina with the new Spencer right. Please make it right, girl. We can hope and we can pray. I was surprised they even gave Trina a new love interest. I was shocked. They haven't given him much dimension. Like, for him to get this whole surgery, he was getting a second opinion from Trina's mom, but he's not mentioned his whole family once. Do he even have family? I don't know. Who's my favorite GH kid? Oh, ooh. Of all time or right now? Because of all time, it'd probably be Spencer. But right now, ooh, let me think. I really like Lil Donna. She's so cute. I want to give her candy and shit. Like, I want to be like, here, take this word, this original girl. Because she's just so cute. But I really liked Ace too. That little baby actor was a good little actor. It's like that baby knew what he was supposed to give in that scene and he would give it. But I liked Violet too. I don't know. It'd be hard to pick favorite. Lil Spencer, yeah, probably. Of all time, that would have to be Spencer. Or Michael. I forgot about Michael when he was young. When he was little redheaded Michael. Oh, I feel like little redheaded Michael walked so that Spencer crawled so that Spencer. I can't. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I feel like little redheaded Michael kind of set the tone for Spencer to walk into. But they were both little terrible ass kids. But I love them both. Dewan said, what did you think of Jason beating up Drew and Nikisha? Get him. I applauded it. I don't fuck with Drew. I don't like him. So I didn't care. I wish he would have did it sooner and did it more often. Catwoman said, new Michael might be back by summer or the end. Willow signing in papers, yeah. It looked like in the trailer, like for the spoilers for this week, Willow was talking about needing to see Michael. But I feel like what they're going to do is have her like show up to the place and him not want to see her. And she cried in Drew's arms or some shit about it. Like I said, you answered Lil Spencer. Yeah, I have to pick either Spencer or Michael of all time. I love Donna and Leo and Georgie. Oh, wow. You like Georgie? I did not like Georgie. I loved her namesake. I love the original Georgie. This Georgie, I do not like her at all. But I'm happy. I'm happy someone likes her. I liked the casting for her because she looks so much like the original Georgie. Like, I wanted to like her. Likeable says, I did not like redheaded Michael because he was always in grown folk business. But I guess all the little kids are. Yeah. So was Spencer. Michael was a mob boss when he was 3. Like, he used to run Max and Milo. They would be driving him around and be like, you supposed to go to school. He'd be like, no, I'm going to see about whatever shit. I'll show my daughter some clips of redheaded Michael, and I was like, this is why I love Michael, because this is Michael. Like, it's why I love grown up Michael, is because I've loved every iteration of Michael, even the one that everybody didn't like, where he was Drew Garrett's Michael, where he was angry out of the coma. I still liked him too. Yeah, I love Michael. He's so much like of what he should be. Like, he's a Spencer, he's a Quartermain, he's a Corinthos. That's a volatile DNA to be mixing up together. Kevin said, yes, they're redheaded. I couldn't stand. Lyco Bus says, I like Leo too. And Lil Jake and Danny, yeah. Do Jake and Danny still count as the kids? They're like teenagers now. But I like Jake as well. And we seen Jake grow up on the show. And they used to actually like have him doing stuff. I like Jake. I really like Danny. I want to see Danny do more. I actually want Danny to get sick, so Julian has to come back to save his life and give him some more of that magic bone marrow stuff. Not that I want to torture the kid, but I feel like he can do it. The actor that plays Danny, he's always so happy and chipper all the time. I'm like, can we get this boy some trauma? A little more trauma? Because your mama died, boy. Your eyes shouldn't be twinkling like that. I'm liking Avery. Dewan said, I'm liking Avery. That little girl is so cute. She is. Avery and Donna. Like, they never miss with the Corinthos kids. They give them dimples, too. Like, they actually found somebody in Maurice Bernard's gene pool. I love the Dark Michael. Is that when he took Avery from Sunny and called her AJ? I like that, too. when Sabrina was trying to be like the force of light and love. Laco Bus says, no, I like little Jake and Danny when they were little. The current one's okay. All right. Well, it's the same Jake, right? I think Hudson West, the last time we saw Jake, it was the same Jake, but we don't get to see him anymore. Danny, I'm trying to remember Danny when he was little. Oh, okay, I can picture him. I can't really think of any story they gave Danny when... I remember the story they gave when he was a baby, when he was sick, but I'm trying to remember like him as like a preteen child, like a toddler and older. And I can't picture him. So I said, where's Olivia been? Doesn't matter. You miss Olivia? What you miss about Olivia? Being in people's business? They showed Olivia at the Sonny at Dante's birthday party being mad because Sonny couldn't go to the debate because that matters. Nah, I like Olivia when they write for her, but they don't be writing for her. I actually like Olivia and I like Olivia and Ned together, but they don't get them anything. It's crazy. I've never been a fan of Ned. If you would have asked me, I would say Ned's fine, but I'm not a fan of Ned. But every time I see Ned, I'd be like, oh, Ned, because I ain't seen him in so long. And they have some little funny of him to say, yo, this hair is getting on fucking nervous. All right. I love the... It came right back. I love the Danny and Rocco teams, yes. I want to see more of them together. Laco Bus says, no. Catwoman says, where's Helena Jr.? I'm assuming you meet Charlotte's crazy ass. Yeah. I can't believe we had scenes with Lulu where she's not worried about her daughter, Charlotte. Shh, don't say her name 2 more times or else her ass will appear in the demon spawn she is. Come and say yes, where is she? Sorry, y'all. Did Lulu put her in the attic with Monica on? Laco Bus says Helena Jr. I forgot about her. Charlotte is Helena Jr. Alright, guys. On that note, I'm going to call it a night. I don't know if I'm tipsy or tired or both. Yeah, she wasn't at Dante's birthday party. I think I vaguely remember Lulu saying something about friends wanted to hang out, so Charlotte was hanging out with them. I was like, Charlotte do not have friends. That bitch is too crazy to have friends. Stop it. But all right, I went with it because I don't know why Lulu was there. I don't know why they had their party at Sonny's because Dante's a cop. Laura can't be friends with Sonny because she's the mayor and he's the mob boss, but Dante the cop can be over at Sonny's house. All right. Sure, why not? All right. But I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for coming on. Hope you have a great tomorrow. Thank you, Catwoman. I hope you have a good day tomorrow, too. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I was trying to get through the comments that I've neglected and keep up with the conversation, too. So I appreciate you guys. Explain Charlotte's conception. It's more convoluted though. Helena took Lulu's ovaries and told Valentine to give her some sperm, and he did. And then Helena had the doctors and implanted them in Jessica from More Life to Live. And thus Charlotte is here. Yeah. All right. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Live long and prosper. I know you was kidding. I was trying to do it still, though. Laco Bus. All right. I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you, guys. Hope to see you soon. Wait, Catwoman. Val stole it. I remember. No, I don't remember. I don't remember that. I thought he wanted to mess up her plan. I don't remember. So he stole it. So Valentine stole... Okay. Let me screenshot this so I can remember when I'm sober. Because I don't remember that. But I don't not believe it. I don't believe it. Because that whole shit around Charlotte's conception was crazy to start with. So it sounds like something Valentine would do. But I wish they would show those scenes on Roku. That would be fun to watch. All right, y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for keeping me company.